Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. Surena, question for you. What do you mean by prenatal development? It's the last week portions. Meghna already answered in the first class, right? Yes. Rena, prenatal development. What do you mean by prenatal development? I will help you.
Like that for 1 to 2 months.
Prenatal.
Oh, the baby inside the womb.
Yeah, the baby inside the womb. So it is a period from conception to the birth. That is prenatal development. We have prenatal development and a postnatal development. Prenatal means inside the womb of the mother. Okay. So we classified the prenatal stages into three. Which are they, Reina? Reina, try.
Infancy.
Prenatal development.
Okay. Germinal, embryonic, fetal.
Okay, so there are three stages in the prenatal development, that is germinal stage, embryonic stage, and fetal stage. What is the name of baby in this germinal stage?
A cell.
No, cell division is there. What is the name of the baby? What is the name of the baby in this stage? The second stage?
Fetus.
Second stage.
Embryo.
Good. And third one?
Fetus.
Fetus. So what is the first one? The name of the baby in the first 0 to 2 weeks. Magna, help.
Zygote.
What is it, Reina?
Zygote.
Zygote. So zygote, embryo, and fetus. So the prenatal stages, that is germinal stage, embryonic stage, and fetus stage. In embryonic stage, the embryonic stem cells are divided, or there are three types of embryonic stem cells. Which are they? Read from the slide.
Ectoderm,
Good.
mesoderm, endoderm.
Okay, ectoderm is for, what is the function of ectoderm? It is an
Skin,
outer layer. It is
skin
an out.
and house.
Okay, it's an outer layer, mesoderm, the M, starting with M. So middle layer, and then endoderm, that is inner layer. Okay, mesoderm starting with M, so middle, both are starting with M. Okay, then ectoderm, outer layer, mesoderm, inner layer, middle layer, endoderm, that is outer layer. Okay, fine. So, okay. So in the last class, Reina, we finished we just started the chapter 18, that is infancy. In this chapter, we combined the babyhood also. So in this chapter, we are learning about the development of a child from birth to 2 years. Okay. So basically, we have 6 areas of development. The areas of development: physical development, motor development, social, emotional, language, and cognitive. Okay. These are the areas of development. Okay. Reina, just list what are the areas of development. We have 6 areas of development. List.
Motor development,
Good.
cognitive.
Good. First is physical development, then motor. Physical and motor is related, right? So physical development, motor development. Then social development, emotional development. Socio-emotional, right? So physical, motor, socio-emotional, cognitive, and language. Okay. These are the areas of development. So we finished the physical development, motor development, and social development. We already finished these 3 areas of development, Reina. Okay, so let's move on to the other part. Just give a summary. The first is physical development. In physical development, the increase in height, weight, and all. Okay, physical. In motor development, fine. I think let's move on to the Next topic. Just a minute. Reina, please switch on the cameras. Okay. Next is emotional development. So milestones means these are the certain skills that a child develop. What is a milestone, Reina? This walking, running, all these are the milestones. Okay, certain skills that a child develop during a particular age or a particular time period. Okay, so we already finished the physical, social, and motor. Okay, so let's move on to the fourth one, that is emotional development. Emotional development. What does it mean? Emotional development, Reina. Emotional development.
They try to imitate the feelings.
Yeah, they not imitating. What does it mean, Meghna?
The feeling starts slowly they feel anger,
Yeah,
sad.
sometimes the ability to control our emotions, ability to express our emotions, right? All these are the part of emotional development. Okay, so just note down the milestones of emotional development. In your text, it is very elaborative. So just copy this table. In the third month of the baby, the anger emerges. Basically, we have anger, then jealousy, love, affection. All these are the emotions, right? We already learned that part, which are the emotions and what are the causes for that. So here, the third month, the anger develops. Basically, the child's emotion or a baby's emotion is very short-lived, right? It can be easily changed. The baby cries when he is in pain. The baby cries or baby smiles when he is happy. The baby throw his arms and legs to show the joy to others, right? These all are the part of emotions. So in the third month, the anger emerges. And then in the 6th month, loves. Just a minute. Okay, so the third month, it is a first emotion, that is anger emerges, and then 6th month laughs. The baby start to laugh to express the joyness. Okay, and then what are the main reasons for anger of a baby from 0 to 2 years? Reina, 0 to 2 years baby. What are the reasons or causes for anger?
Sometimes they may get irritated at some point, and if they get food at time, they get irritated.
That is a correct point or the very important point. The lack of food or due to their feeding changes or any differences. Meghna, anything to add? Sometimes they throw things, they bite others due to this anger. So at the time of 3 months, they are very small, right? From the third month onwards, they start to emerge the anger. And in the 6th month, they lost, the fear emerges. And then already in 6 months, love, affection, and start developing. According to Herlock, the love and affection starts developing at 6 months of age. Do you remember this term or remember this name? Who is he?
He was a psychologist.
Okay. He classified the stages into 11, right? Pregnancy, babyhood. According to Rose, we have 4 stages of development. According to Herlock, we have 11 stages of development, right? That is Herlock. He says that the love and affection starts emerging at the time of 6 months. And the 1 year, he or she express affection easily. 1 year or 12 months. Then 18 months, jealousy. It's very important. Jealousy. What is the reason for jealousy? Basically, it emerges or
when they
related.
when they
Reina.
have like if say we say to their parents, it's like it's my dad, not yours.
Right, the very correct answer. The arrival of a new siblings. It is a main reason. According to me and Meghna, there is no problem. But Reina, the jealousy, which means basically it is related with the arrival of a new child or a new one to the family. So we feel that they are the center of attraction of our family. No one bothers me, no one cares me. Total problems, right? That is the jealousy part. Okay. So Reina is very jealous. Next, the second year, express happiness through language. So almost the age of second year or around second year, the language development is there. Two word sentences, three word sentences and all. Okay. So during this time, they can express their happiness through language. Okay. In the earlier times, they express their emotions or express their happiness through the gestures, right? Throwing arms, smiling, crying, like that. Okay. So around the second year, they express their emotions with their language. Okay, over. So the third month, Reina, just read the slide.
Emotion and the milestones.
Okay.
The third month, anger emerges. The sixth month, they laugh. The in 6 months, fear emerges. 6 months, they love and affection start developing. 1 year, express affection easily. 18 months, jealousy. 2 year, express happiness through language.
Okay. So that's all about the emotions. And then there are certain factors that affect the emotional development, right? Like our heredity, environment, our opportunities, school, family, neighborhood. All these are the certain factors that affect our emotions, right? We get anger easily. Mm, what are the main causes? For in our case, we discussed about our babies or infants. Reina, what is the main causes for anger in your life? Just 2 points. Causes for anger.
When I was a baby,
No, now.
when siblings irritate me,
Fine, then. Sibling is a
then
major problem for Reena.
not that problem.
That's
They
okay.
better do not
Kidding.
hear.
Reena, then. One more point.
Then
Fine. Meghna, what about the main cause
for
of
everything I was angry.
angry baby? Okay, Meghna.
Like cousins irritates me sometimes. Or tell me to play with them always. Sometimes it means then if someone is not listening when we are saying anything.
Good. These are the certain causes or certain factors that affect our emotional development. Reena, any doubts? So, I just show the milestones of physical development. It's for Reena. Okay, this is the milestone of motor development. Okay, which means about to 3 month. I just read the important points. Okay, so you need to by heart this chart or a milestone chart because these milestones are very important to assess your or assess a baby's health, assess the baby's growth, development, and all. Okay, I will send the note. Okay, no problem. So from the birth to 3 month head holding, and 4.5 to 5 months sit with support, 6 months sit without support, 6 to 7 months they try to crawl, and 9 months they stand without support. 2 to 3 years they can hold the pencils. Okay, some motor development. These are the milestones of motor development. And then we learned about the milestones of social development. That is crying and smiling, try to attract others by that try to attract the attention of other people, sympathy, curiosity, cooperation, friendship, leadership quality, all these are learned with the help of other people. Play with the help of play. Okay, these are the some social milestones. Okay, I just summarize for Reena. Okay, so we finished the emotional development now, and the next is cognitive development. Okay, I just want to ask you a question. We already learned the cognitive development, right? Or the cognition in the chapter 4, 5, like that. Huh? Do you remember? There are 4 stages of cognitive development. Rena? Think some network issue. Meghna, do you remember?
Learning skills.
No, there are some stages, right? Pre-operational, like that. Huh? Fine. So the first one is sensory motor stage. Okay. Sensory motor stage. I'm not going to take that portion. I just summarize that. That is first is sensory motor stage, then pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, and formal operational stage. Okay. So we are now learning about the development of a child from 0 to 2 years. Okay. In this period, the development is sensory motor. Okay. The stage is sensory motor stage. So if there is a question asked, what are the cognitive changes in 0 to 2 years, just write about sensory motor stage. Okay. So the first month to the 4th month, they starts learning differentiation. What do you mean by differentiation? They already covered these portions. Right now?
Like they
Differentiate.
differentiate objects,
Yeah, they
person.
can differentiate the object, they can differentiate the persons, they can differentiate the object based on colors. That is the differentiation part. It's between the 1 to 4 months. And then 4 to 8 months, peekaboo. What does it mean? The object permanence, all these are learned, right?
Hide and seek.
Very good. So make sounds, they drop things. All these are because of the cognitive development. Then 8 to 12 months, object permanence. What does it mean? Object permanence. Meghna.
Like they know the object is there.
When it's hidden, right? So object permanence is easily achieved or can be easily checked with the help of the game Peekaboo. Okay, then 12 to 18 months, the child is more curious when compared with uh, compared with other stages, and then advanced object permanence. Their object permanence is little more advanced, and from the 18 months to 2 years, they able to memorize, which means they able to memorize the rhymes, they able to memorize the poems, they able to memorize the alphabets and all. Okay, it's in the uh, time of 18 months to 2 years. Able to memorize, their imagination increases. We already covered this part, right? In our cognitive development. So this is just the points. Able to memorize, imagination develops. They recognize the signs, shapes, and symbols. They recognize the signs, shape, and signals. What does this sign means?
Plus.
Okay. Now, hospitals, doctors,
Yeah.
Okay. Then what does this sign mean?
Upward.
The sign?
Downward.
Okay. So the child learn about certain signs. Okay. That's in the second year. And then the second to third year, imagination, egocentrism, animism, thinking centration, irreversibility. All these other. Okay. I know you just forgot the cognitive development part, but just revise. Okay. Notes are there, right? Just read that part. Fine. Raina's missing. Where is she? Fine. So the last development in the infancy, that is language development. Language development. So we finished the physical development, motor development, emotional, social, then
Cognitive.
cognitive. Last one is language development. So basically we classified our language development into two, that is pre-linguistic stage and linguistic stage. Pre-linguistic stage and linguistic stage. So in the pre-linguistic stage means it is the primary stage. It is the primary stage of language development because no words are there or no sentences are there. They don't know how to combine the words in a meaningful manner. Okay. So it is a primary stage. Pre-linguistic stage is a primary stage. It includes crying, cooing, babbling, and gestures. Cooing and babbling is very important for your proper development. Crying, cooing, babbling, gestures. All these are the pre-linguistic factors or pre-linguistic stages. I told you that the child, an infant, knows only to cry, right? We express our emotions or we express our ideas through our languages, right? But for a child, they express their emotions through crying. That is the first emotion or the first language. Okay, crying. He expresses pain, he expresses anger, everything through the crying part. That is the first one, that is pre-linguistic stage. Then cooing. I know what is cooing and babbling.
Babbling is some making sounds.
Both cooing and babbling is a making sounds. Okay. In in the cooing means both cooing and babbling is the sounds. The infants or the baby express their ideas through the words. Cooing means they just express the words like e, the vowel sounds. Okay, cooing. Basically the vowels e, a, mm, that is a cooing. They just express the some sounds like that. Cooing, the vowel sounds. Okay. In the case of babbling means like ma, ma, ba, ba, like that. Okay. So they repeat or some consonants are used and they repeat the words. You can write down. Cooing means produce vowel-like sounds. And then babbling means use of repeated simples or repeated simples. Basically, this babbling sound. What does this mean? Or a baby just express or just make a sound like ba, ba, or ma, ma. That's okay. Mama. What does it mean?
Mom.
Basically, it has no meaning. Okay. We just give meaning to that sounds, or the parents feel very happy if they make some noise. Okay. This cooing and babbling, basically, they have no meanings. We give the meanings to the sounds. Mama means mama, dada means dada, like that. They just express, or it's a starting stage of our language development. Okay. So first is crying, then cooing and babbling. The last is gestures. That you know. They use their gestures or they use the arms. Sometimes they show their whole arms or show their whole hands because of what? They just show like this. What does it mean? They just extend their hands for what?
Sometimes they tell us to take them or hug
That's
them.
a gesture. They express their gestures using the or for the language. They express their gestures. And next is linguistic stage. Comprehension, vocabulary, sentence making, and pronunciation. Here the language is little more improved. So this is your language part. What does mean? Comprehension. Comprehension.
Like talking.
Yeah, the ability to understand something or ability to understand what you read and all. Ability to understand other words. Am I audible? Making any problem? Here the
It's
rain.
raining here. So,
Here also. Okay. Need to increase the volume?
come on, it's fine.
Okay. So comprehension means basically understanding something. Then for an example, reading comprehension is the ability to process the text and understand its meaning, right? Reading comprehension means we understand what,
The meaning by reading.
yeah, that is the reading comprehension. Very good. Next is vocabulary. Their vocabulary increases. First, they only have 2-word vocabulary. Then their vocabulary increases to 5, 10, and it doubles, it triples, and all. And we almost have. What about our vocabulary? How many words we learn? It's plenty, right? There is no number for that. So they first learn 100 words, then 200, then 1000, 2000. So it improves, the vocabulary improves. So generally we have two types of vocabulary. One is general vocabulary and other is specific vocabulary. General vocabulary and specific vocabulary. So we have two types of vocabulary or two vocabularies. One is general and specific vocabulary. What does it mean? As the name says, general vocabularies.
So by all the common ones.
Yeah, the common ones like dada, mama, which means the mother and father, not the babbling sounds. Okay. Commonly used words. Specific words means our specific vocabulary means name of a flower, name of coins, name of any books. That is a specific part, specific vocabulary. So the child improves the general vocabulary as well as the specific vocabulary. Okay. Then, then in linguistic stage, we have sentence making. Sentence making. Make a sentence, Meghna, about school. Just give a sentence about school.
School, it's a where we study.
School.
Is where we study. Beside home.
School. Just a minute. School is
Where we study.
okay. So how many words there? How many words in the sentence?
5.
Just repeat the sentence. Yeah,
School.
it's 5. The school is where we study, right? So now we have a 5 word sentence, right? So first the baby only, or first the infant or child only have the 2 word sentence like um, I biscuit, which means I need a biscuit. Their sentence is very small. They use, first they have a 2 word sentence, then it improves into 3 word sentence, and then to a 4 word sentence. Okay. Um then pronunciation. That also comes under the linguistic part, pronunciation. Actually, the pronunciation is something that is basically from the imitation of the parents. Okay, if the parents have a bad vocabulary or the parents have a different pronunciation, the child also imitate that language or imitate that pronunciation. Okay, Meghna, anything to add to this pronunciation? Nothing. Just add anything, Meghna. Pronunciation. How's their pronunciation? A baby's pronunciation.
My parents.
Meghna?
My parents.
No. Just give a general answer.
Like
Pronunciation. Any word. Is it also or also?
also.
Some use also. So its pronunciation is different, right? Okay. So let's move on to the milestones of language development. So the birth to 5 months. The first 5th month or the first 5 months, the baby or the child is able to turn his head towards a sound source. The baby turned the head towards a sound source. You have an example for that, Meghna? Turn head towards a sound source.
When they hear the mother's sound, they turn their head.
If we clap, they just turn the head and just locate the sound. Where does it come from? And then watches your face when you speak. It's very nice, right? When you speak, they just watch like this. Simply, they just sit like this, right? They are very innocent, so it's very beautiful to see that face. They watches your face when you speak. Sometimes they also smiles. And it's a very important point. The child also improves the vocabulary and pronunciation. So, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, 18 years, 19 years, 20 years, 21 years, 22 years, 23 years, 24 years, 25 years, 26 years, 27 years, 28 years, 29 years, 30 years, 31 years, 32 years, 33 years, 34 years, 35 years, 36 years, 37 years, 38 years, 39 years, 40 years, 41 years, 42 years, 43 years, 44 years, 45 years, 46 years, 47 years, 48 years, 49 years, 50 years, 51 years, 52 years, 53 years, 54 years, 55 years, 56 years, 57 years, 58 years, 59 years, 60 years, 61 years, 62 Let's continue. Okay. So before going to the milestones of development, milestones of language development, basically we have two types of development. We already learned that. That is a pre-linguistic stage and a linguistic stage. Pre-linguistic stage means the primary parts or the first stage. There is no language, there is no pronunciation, no words, no letters and all. Okay, they just cry or just make some noise. They make vowel sounds, or sometimes they make or they combine the syllables or repeat syllables like baba, mama, like that. That is babbling sounds. Okay, so in the pre-linguistic stage, we have crying or the baby have crying, then crying, pre-linguistic.
Cooing.
Cooing means?
It's making vowel
Very
sounds.
good. So basically this cooing and babbling have no meanings. We give meaning to their sounds. Okay, then gestures. They throw their arms, they throw their legs to express their happiness or express their feelings. And then we learned about the linguistic stage. Linguistic means?
It's a stage where they develops the
Yeah, the
uh,
vocabulary, pronunciation, the sentences. First, it is a two-word sentence. I told you that I biscuit. So they mean that I need a biscuit. It's a two-word sentence. I biscuit. So then gradually they improve their sentence, or gradually they add different words, and then finally the sentence is meaningful. Okay, and their pronunciation is also improved. Is it clear? Okay, so let's move on to the milestones of language development. So this is a table. Please by heart this milestones. It's very important for assessing the development of a baby. Okay, so birth to 5th month. That we finish, right? Uh, from the 6th to 11th month. Between the 6th to 11th month, understand no. It's very important stage. They understand the meaning of no. If we say no, they just stop doing that activity. So they understand the no, the word no. And babbling is the babbling is a pre-linguistic one that comes between the 6 to 11 months. And then they try to repeat your sounds. If you make some noise, they also try to repeat that sounds. Do you experience that?
yes.
Okay. So then they try to communicate by actions and gestures. We already finished that. That comes under the 6 to 11 month. And then 12 to 17 months points to object. They just point their fingers to an object. What does that mean? They just show the finger to the object. What does it mean? They need that. They need that object. They express their needs with gestures. It's in the 11 month. And then 12 to 17 months, they points to the object, pictures and family members. They say 2 to 3 words. Okay, 2 to 3 words to label a person or object around the first year. Sorry. Then 18 to 23 month. It is around 2 years. They say 8 to 10 words, and they start to combine words. This is the stage that I told you about. I biscuit. They combine. They start to combine words. Their vocabulary is only 8 to 10 words, but they start to combine 2 words. And 2 to 3 years. If a question comes, write the development or write the language development of a child from 0 to 2 years, just write this much points. Okay. No need of 2 to 3, 4 to 5. Just write this much points. And then So let's continue. Hmm? So these are the milestones of development. Okay, I just read once again. Can you please read the slide? It's fine.
Age birth to 5 months, turns head towards a sound source, watches your face when you speak. 6 to 11 months, understands no, babbling, tries to communicate by actions or gestures, try to repeat your sounds. 12 to 17 months, points to objects, pictures, and family members, says 2 to 3 words to label a person or object. 18 to 23 months, says 8 to 10 words, starting to combine words. 2 to 3 years, knows about 50 words at 24 months,
Fine,
begins.
fine. So around the 18 to 23 months, they have 8 to 10 words. They only have a 8 to 10 words, but 2 to 3 years they have, or they learn more than 50 words, around 2 years. And they begin to use pronouns like you, I, and all. So the usage of pronouns comes under the age of 2 to 3 years. Understanding no is very important. Pronunciation is important. And 4 to 5 years, they say is about 200 to 300 words, and 5 year they understand more than 200 words, which means they understand the meaning of the words, and they also learn, or they have a 2000 word vocabulary. Okay, so from the 6 months and all, their vocabulary increases. It First it is a single word sentence, or they learn 10 or 8 words, then they learn 100 words, then they improve their vocabulary to 200 words. Now we have a plenty of vocabulary and plenty of our words to make a sentences. Okay, so here also there are certain factors that affect our language development. Can you please try factors? Which are the factors that affect the language? Same factors. Some
Pronoun-
hereditary factors, some family, heredity, family, some mouth related problems, some difficulties to mouth, tongue, and all, some disabilities that also leads to problems in our language development or developmental problems. Then about our health, is our health connected with our language development?
Yes.
Because the sense organs, the proper sense organs are very important to learn our language, or learn the language from the surroundings. Basically we learn the languages from our physical environment or from our environment, right? We just imitate some words, we just learn from others. Okay, that's all about this chapter. Chapter 18. Just take the page number 184 and just check how many pages today we finish. 184. 184. No problem. Go slow. 84 is not there. 184. 184. Huh? Meghna, how's it? Is it interesting? Huh? Good, good. So in this chapter, we learned about the development from 0 to 2 years. What about the next chapter? Just refer the next chapter. Actually, page number 212. Hmm? So in the chapter 19, we are going to learn about the development of a child from 3 to 6 years, a preschool child, the development of a preschool child. That is the chapter 19. And chapter 20, we are going to learn about elementary school stage. All these chapters, the coming two chapters, we are going to learn about The physical development, emotional, social, mental, and their milestones and all. Okay. I'll give these milestones as a table. Okay.
Ma'am, all of the milestones are important.
Yeah, yes. So,